To me, this bill is all about government overreach. Government power in any aspect of my life scares me. Am I wrong about this bill?
I really, it is a lot to delve into, and you and I have discussed this before. It's interesting how this issue even divides conservatives. You know, my brother from another mother and colleague, Ben Shapiro, thinks that this is a public health issue, and it's entirely okay for the government to do this. And then we have other people that are saying, wait a second, if this now, then what? I consider myself, I often joke that I'm a conservative hippie living in LA, considering I'm the weird person that vaccinates my kids, but also has unmedicated home births. And it does, I think my biggest problem with this bill is much like a lot of people don't realize that if you have a hospital birth in the state of California, the government is keeping a database of the blood that is drawn at that public hospital of your child. They have their DNA on file. As we saw with the Golden State Killer, this is something that they were able to utilize to catch the guy, but the weird part there is that they didn't really have a warrant to do so. So I think that your point about vaccines and the government looking at your personal medical records is something that is very valid and a concern, considering the state of California has overreached, I think, in other areas of personal privacy as well.
Yeah, almost every other area. I mean, as a conservative living in California, you and I share this view. I'm not sure there's anything we would trust to the California state government. They have absolutely insane laws here. And proponents of this bill make the same argument that you mentioned about the public health aspect of this. They talk about the herd immunity that's necessary in our nation, meaning that most children need to be vaccinated if we want to have herd immunity here. And I certainly understand that argument, and I wouldn't disagree that it's an important aspect, but when it comes to government mandating that, I think we as conservatives have to ask ourselves, especially in California, what's the limiting principle here? And if we conservatives are limited government oriented, you know, where could this stop? It seems to me this is the same argument that people on the left make about guns. They say it's a public health issue and everybody should be denied their right to keep and bear arms because some people are harmed by it. And the Democrats deem that to be a justification to take away our rights. I don't think we can allow government to do that.
Yeah, I think that it really is. I think that the slippery slope here is potentially scary. And it is also funny that the people that say that it's allegedly my body, my choice, my child, my choice, are not letting the parent potentially have that choice down the line.